Question number 13 title. I and O are respectively the incenter and the circumcenter of the triangle ABC. The line AI is produced intersects the circumference of triangle ABC at point D. If angle ABC is equals to x degrees, angle BID is equals to y degrees, and angle BOD is equals to z degrees. So then x plus z by y. So what is x plus z by y? I'm taking a triangle. Okay, I'm taking something, any triangle. Now it is triangle ABC. I and O are respectively the incenter and the circumcenter of triangle ABC. And the line AI is produced. Line AI produced intersect the circumcircle of triangle ABC at a point D. So AI you are producing. I is nothing but what? I is in center. ABC. This is D. Somewhere here is the in center. Right? I'll take circumcenter here. Circumcenter there. Right? ABC is equals to x degrees given. Somewhere here it is x degrees. BID is y degrees. What is BID? Y degrees. And what is BOD? BOD is z degrees. So what is he asking? X plus z by y. Try to understand. I is what kind of a center? In center. In center is basically it's a intersection point of a angular bisectors. So what is BI? BI is an angular bisector. The entire angle B is x degrees. Therefore, can you tell me what is ABI? Can I say it is x by 2 degrees? Because it is an internal angular bisector. Now this exterior angle is y. Angle at the circumcenter is z, means angle of the rest of the part is z by 2. Yes or no? So angle at the center will always be double the angle at the remaining part. If it is z, means it is half. So it is z by 2. Now tell me what is the exterior angle here? Exterior or external angle y is equals to sum of two interior angles. The two interior angles are what? One is x by 2, another one is z by 2. Now 2y is equals to x plus z. Now what is x plus z by y? Is equals to, that's what he's saying there. Okay, x plus z by y is equals to 2. O is the circumcenter of the triangle ABC whose circumradius is 13. Accordingly, BC is equals to 24 centimeters and OD is perpendicular on BC. Then what will be the length of OD? So he says O is the circumcenter of the triangle ABC whose circumradius is 13 centimeter. Accordingly, if BC is equals to 24 and OD is perpendicular on what? BC. Take a circumcircle. Triangle ABC, you take it. O is the circumcenter of it. Take O here. And OD is perpendicular on BC. Perpendicular, divide the chord into two equal parts. If it is 12, radius is 13, then can you tell me what is OD? 5 according to Pythagoras rule. So what is the length of OD? OD is 5. If I take it as x, all we have is x square plus 12 square is equals to what? 13 square. Now x square is equals to 25, x is equals to what? 5. Pythagoras rule we already know, triplets. 5, 12, 13. So it's simply based on what? Chord divide. So the perpendicular divide the chord into two equal parts. The entire chord is 24. I'm dividing it into 12 and 12. It forms a right angle triangle at the center. AB is the diameter of the circle with the center O. CT is the chord which is equal to the radius of the circle. AC and BD are extended to meet at point P accordingly. Find the value of APB. I'm taking the diameter. I'm taking diameter vertically. Okay. This is AB. Now this one is CD. What are the two extended? AC and BD are extended. Let it be this one is AB, this one is C, and this one is D. If these two are extended, this is how it looks. One is this, another is this. They meet at which point? They meet at point P. Accordingly, find the value of what? APB. So you need to find out this angle. What is the hint given here? This is equal to what? Radius. Right? Now see here. At the center, you join this. At the center, you join this as well. If it is x degrees, we know angle in a semicircle is? Oh. See here. Angle in a semicircle is always a right angle. You take angle in a semicircle. How much it will be? It is right angle means this is also right angle only. You join them. One second. Yeah. Tell me what kind of angles these are. Yeah, we know that it is R, R, and R. Yes or no? Okay, it is an equilateral triangle, so it is 60 degrees. This one is 60 and this one is 60. Now, if you look at here, from these two sides, if I draw a line like this, try to imagine, angle at the center is twice the angle at the remaining part of the circle. Agree? Now, what is the angle at the center? Angle at the center is 60. Remaining part is how much? 30. The same rule. Angle at the center is what? Twice the angle subtended at the remaining part of a circle. If it is theta, what is it? It is 2 theta. Even if it is here also, it is what? If it is theta, this will be 2 theta. Now 2 theta is 60 means what is it? This one is 30 degrees. Now what is angle in a semicircle? Angle in a semicircle is always a right angle, right angle. If it is 30, it is 90 degrees. Then what about this? This one is 60. So theta is equals to how much? 60 degrees. Is that clear? Now, suppose if it is not 60 degrees, you don't know what it is. Okay. But still you can say if it is theta, if it is theta, forget about this theta. Okay. If it is theta, can you tell me what is the angle here? What is the angle here? Theta by 2. Therefore, what is it? 90 degrees. Therefore, what is it? 90 minus theta by 2. This you must remember. Okay. If this angle is theta, what about this angle? That angle is 90 minus theta by 2. So, but here theta is 60. That is the reason 90 minus 30 is how much? 90 minus 30 is 60 degrees. The circle has two chords of length 2a and 2b which are perpendicular on each other. If the distance of the center from the point of intersection of the two chords is c, then the radius of the circle is. So in a circle, there are two chords which are perpendicular to each other. So one chord is like this. One chord is like this. The distance from center to the point of intersection is c. Distance from center to the point of intersection is what? C here, right? Now tell me, what is the length of this chord? The length of this chord is 2a, and what is the length of another chord? The length of another chord is 2b. Draw the perpendiculars on this. What are the radius? This one is a radius. This one is also what? Radius. Do we know this distance? We don't know. Assume it is x. This one is also becomes x because these two are perpendicular, right? Do we know this distance? No. Why? Assume it as y. Right? What is x square plus y square? X square plus y square is equals to what? C square. Can I say if it is a perpendicular drawn from a center to the chord, it divides the chord into two equal parts? If it divides the chord into two equal parts, 2b is divided by 2, so it becomes b. Now this becomes a. Now can I say it is radius and radius? Right? Tell me the Pythagoras rule in the two triangles here, triangle 1 and triangle 2. What is the Pythagoras rule in the triangle 1? A square plus y square is equals to r square. Second, b square plus x square is equals to what? R square. Now add both of them. If I add both of them, a square plus b square, x square plus y square is equals to what? C square is equals to what? Therefore, r is equals to under root of a square plus b square plus c square by what? By 2. So it is under root of a square plus b square plus c square by root 2. There are two concentric circles with a common center O, and a chord AB of the outer circle intersects the inner circle at CD. If the distance of the chord from the centers is 3 centimeters and the outer radius is 13 centimeter and inner radius is 7 centimeter, the length of AC. There are two concentric circles. Concentric circles means circles with the same center. You draw the chord. In radius, outer radius. Yeah. Chord AB of the outer circle. intersects the inner circle at C and D. C and D. Let it be O and P. If the distance of the chord from the center is 3 centimeter, what is the distance from the chord to the center? It is 3 centimeter, right? So what is he asking you? Outer radius is 13, inner radius is 7. He's asking you what is the length of AC. AC is nothing but dB. Both of them are same only. Okay, whether you draw it here or here. It is always what? This one minus this one, right? Tell me, how do you find it out? 13 square minus 3 square will give you AP. What is AP? AP is given by 13 square minus 3 square. So AP is root of 160, which is 4 root 10. What is CP? 7 square minus 3 square. Root of 40, which is 2 root 10. Therefore, AC is equals to 4 root 10 minus 2 root 10. That is 2 root 10. Copy that. If the tangent of the circle PT touches the circle at the point T and the chord AB intersect externally at point P, and PT is equals to 2 times of AP and AB is equals to 18, then what is PT? So a chord and a tangent are intersecting. Take a chord and a tangent. This is the tangent. This is a chord. You tell me. This one is T and this one is P. Now, is this A or this one is A? So that's a confusing part. But see here, he says PT is equals to what? 2 times of AP. So if I take A here, imagine the tangent should be double of it. Is it possible? No, that is not possible. So you take A where? You take A here and then B here. Now it suits. Take it as 18. If it is X, this becomes 2X. If a tangent and a chord intersect, yesterday's class, the very first formula, what is it? If a tangent and a chord intersect, tangent square, that is PT square, is equals to AP into BP or PB. XX cancel. 3x is equals to 18, x is equals to 6. Then PT is equals to 12. Is that clear? If circle of 10 centimeters, radius has a 2 parallel chords. When parallel chords are there, it is all about Pythagoras rule, I said. Okay, if a circle of 10 centimeter is the radius. So hypotenuse is how much? 10. Has 2 parallel chords of 16 and 12. Okay, half of 16 is 8 and half of 12 is 6. You can imagine. They are on the same side. If they are on the same side, just imagine if this is 10, this one is 8, this one is 6. 8, 10 means 6, 8. It's all about Pythagoras rule because we know 6 square plus 8 square is equals to what? 10 square. Now, what is the distance between the two chords? It is 2. If they are on the opposite sides, then 6 plus 8, 14. Okay. So they are on the same side. That is the reason it is 6 minus 8 or 8 minus 6, that is 2 centimeters. Two chords AB and AC of a circle are 8 centimeter and 6 centimeters long respectively, and their BAC is equals to how much? 90 degrees. Okay. Accordingly, what is the radius of the circle? See there. Can you tell me what is the hypotenuse there? In a circle, angle in a semicircle only right angle. It is what kind of a triangle? Right angle triangle, therefore 6 square plus 8 square is equals to 10 square. Then what is the radius of the circle if BC is the diameter? So BC's diameter is not given, but we know that if a right angle triangle inscribes in a circle, its hypotenuse becomes the diameter of the circle. So therefore radius is equals to BC by 2, which is 10 by 2 is how much? 5. Understood? 6 square plus 8 square is equals to 10 square. So we know diameter is 10, radius is 5. Two circles touch each other internally. Their radii are 6 centimeter and 4 centimeter. What is the maximum length of the chord of the outer circle, which is outside the inner circle? So what happens to two circles there? They're touching internally. This is one circle. This is the another circle. Draw the diameter for both. What is the greatest possible length of the chord which is outside the inner circle? Just outside the inner circle means this is how it will be. Sano? You tell me. The radii are 4 centimeter. If the radius of the smaller circle is 4 centimeter means what is the diameter of the smaller circle? 8. If the radius of the larger circle is 12 means what is the diameter of the larger circle? 12, which means can I say to here it is 4, here to here it is 8. These are two chords of the circle intersecting. We know from a center, if you draw a perpendicular, it divides it into two parts. So can I say it is x and x? It is exactly the midpoint. If two chords intersect, I know that if it is, let's say, AB and CD, and if they are intersecting at point P, PA into PB is equals to PC into PD. So what is PC into PD? X into x square is equals to 4 into x square is equals to 32, x is equals to 4 root 2. But I don't need x, I need what? He's asking you the length of the chord. Length of the chord CD, which is 2x. How much it is? 8 root 2. What is the property I am using? PA into PB or OA into OB is equals to OC into OD when two chords intersect internally. Okay. So I'm using this property. When two chords intersect internally or externally, it doesn't matter. Internally or externally, it doesn't matter. It is always what? OA into OB is equals to OC into OD. If it is intersected P, we say PA into PB is equals to PC into PD. Two circles touch each other externally at point P. AB is the direct common tangent to the two circles. A and B are the points of contact, and PAB is equals to 35. Then what is angle ABP? Right? They touch each other externally at what point? At P. So there are two circles. This is one circle. Let's draw another circle. This one is a tangent. Common tangent. These two circles touch at what point? Point P. Point of contacts are A and P. Right? Join this two. Join this two. Join this one also. Which one is asking you? Is it not asking you APB? Name this point. Can I take it as C? From point C, okay, you're drawing two tangent to the circle, larger circle and the smaller circle. Can I say the length of two tangents are same? Yes or no? The length of tangents are always the same. If length of tangents are same, so you can say what kind of a triangle it is. Isosceles triangle. If it is x degrees, this one is what? If it is y degrees, what about this? Y degrees. And can you tell me what is 2x plus 2y? It forms a triangle. Therefore, what is sum of angles in a triangle? 180. Then what is x plus y? 90 degrees. Then what is APB? APB is 90 degrees. Okay, he is asking you ABP. Now we know it is right angle triangle. If it is 90 degrees, okay, PAB is given. If it is theta, then this becomes what? 90 minus theta. Therefore, triangle ABP is equals to 90 minus 35. That is how much? 55. So I want you to remember this because we know that it is right angle triangle, it is right angle at P. So other two angles are what? If one angle is theta, other angle is 90 minus theta. AB and CD are two parallel chords of the circle such that AB is equals to 10. What is half of the chord? Half of the chord is 5 and half of the chord is 12. If the chords are opposite sides of the center and the distance between the two chords is 17, what is the radius? Can you guess the radius? Obviously, see here, if the chords are one is 12, another one is 5 means this is 5 and this is 12. Distance between them is 17 means the triplet corresponds to both of them is 13. 13. Therefore, it is 12 and 5. Is that exactly matches? So what is the radius? Radius is 13 because we know 5 square plus 12 square is equals to 13 square. 12 square plus 5 square is equals to 13 square. Therefore, the distance is 12 and 5. 5 plus 12, 17 exactly matches. Because we need to choose the triplet which involves both 5 and 12. That is 5, 12, 13. Copy them. PQ is the direct common tangent of two circles of radius R1 and R2 touching each other externally, A. Then the value of PQ square. See the length of tangent PQ or PQ square is equals to. We know that it is D square minus R1 minus R2 whole square. This is the formula. If I know. So when they are touching externally, we know that D is equals to what? R1 plus R2. So if you substitute R1 plus R2 here, it becomes R1 plus R2 whole square minus R1 minus R2 whole square, which is equals to what? 4 R1 R2. I already told you this formula, but I said length of direct common tangent when they touch each other externally is 2 root R1 R2. He is asking you the square of the length. What is the square of the length? 4 R1 R2. Okay, so what is the square of the length? 4 R1 R2. Two equal circles passes through each other. Center. If the radius of each circle is 5 centimeter, what is the length of the common curve? If two circles with the radii r passes through the centers of each other, then what is the length of common chord? The length of common chord is root 3 times of r, which is 5 root 3. Okay, that's a direct formula for that. Diagonals AC and BD of the cyclic quadrilateral ABCD intersect each other at the point P, then it is always true. When two chords intersect, we know that AP into CP is equals to what? BP into DP. So where it is? AP into CP is equals to BP into CP. In a circle, if two chords intersect at P, We know that it is P, okay, PA into PB is equals to PC into PD, but that is ABCD. But here chords are AC, BD. So from point P to A, from point P to C, PA, PC is equals to what? PB, PD. So it is AP into CP is equals to BP into DP when two chords are intersecting. AC, BD at point P. Yes or no? ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. On extending the sides AB and DC, they meet at point P, and on extending the sides AD and BC, they meet at Q. Okay. If ADC is equals to 85, BPC is equals to 40, then CQD will be how much? This is the most frequently asked question. Even in this previous type 1, type 2 also, the same question asked, similar type. So here all you need to do is just draw the quadrilateral first, or else you extend 2 points like this, then after like this. Then after you can draw a quadrilateral which is passing through this circle like this. Imagine that it is a circle. Extending ABCD, first you can see A, B, C, D. You're extending AB and DC, they meet at point P. And AD and BC, you are extending their meet at point Q. Is that clear? Now tell me, what is given? ADC is 85. BPC is 40. What is he asking? CQD. CQD. Theta is asking. Right? If it is 85, can you tell me what is it? 95. If it is 85 and 40, then what about this? It forms a triangle. If it forms a triangle means 125 means rest of the angle is 50. Therefore, what is theta? 55 plus 95 is 150. Therefore, what is theta? Theta is equals to, okay. Now we'll try to derive. Whenever this kind of question comes, you try to derive a formula for this. What are given? Just try to derive. If it is useful, you just try to remember. Otherwise, don't. If it is x, this one is y. We know what is this? 180 minus. What about this? 180 minus x plus y. What is this? Theta. We have theta plus 180 minus x plus y. 180 minus x is equals to what? What do you have? 2x plus y minus 180. Okay, it is 2x plus y minus 180. Now, what is 2 times of x? X is given as 80 means 160. Y is 40. 85 given now. So take it as 170. How much it is? 30. 2x plus y minus 180. Is it clear? Copy them. So whenever they say decimeter or centi or milli, deci means 110, not only for meter, it is for everything. Deci means 110, centi means 1 by 100, milli means 1 by 1000, right? So decimeter means 1/10 of a meter, centimeter means 1 by 100th of a meter, millimeter is 1 by 1000th of a meter. The same manner, 1 meter means 10 decimeters, 1 meter means 100 centimeters, 1 meter is 1000 mm. So mostly we use this. 1 centimeter is 10 mm 1 mm is 1/10 of a centimeter. If it is area, 1 meter square is equals to 10,000 centimeter square. 1 meter cube is equals to 10 lakh centimeter cube. That is 10 to the power of 6. Right? You want to convert it into liters. 1 meter cube is equals to 1,000 liters. 1,000 centimeter cube is 1 liter. And in area, sometimes they say hectares. 1 hectare is 100 into 100 meters. That is 10,000 meters square. One side of a right angle triangle is twice the other, and the hypotenuse is 10 centimeters, the area of the triangle. When he says hypotenuse is 10 centimeter, what kind of a triangle it is? It is right angle triangle. If one side is x, what is another side? 2x. What is the hypotenuse? 10. Area of a right angle triangle is half into base into height. One side becomes the base, another side becomes the height. X square. X square plus 4x square is equals to 100. 5x square is equals to 100. X square is equals to 20. So that's what he's asking. Area is equals to how much? 20 centimeter square. What is the rule that I have used there? Pythagoras rule. Side square plus side square is equals to hypotenuse square. So by using it, we got x square equal to 20. Here area is also what? X square only. Therefore, our answer is 20. If the length of three sides of a triangle are 6, 8, and 10 centimeters, the moment you look at 6, 8, and 10, what kind of a triangle it is? It is a right angle triangle. So right angle triangle, then the length of the median to its greatest side. For a right angle triangle, this is 6, 8, and 10. If you draw a circumcircle, this becomes what? A diameter. You draw a median. Median means a midpoint, a line from center to this one. Can I say it is circumradius? Median is equals to circumradius. Median is equals to circumradius. And circumradius is equals to hypotenuse by what? Which is equals to what? 10 by 2, which is 5. When I was explaining medians, I said for a right angle triangle, okay, median drawn on a hypotenuse is what? Half of hypotenuse. Median drawn on a hypotenuse is always half of hypotenuse. Remember that for a right angle triangle. So here hypotenuse is largest side, that is 10. 10 by 2 is 5. Right? The lengths of three medians of a triangle are 9, 12, 15. In the area of the triangle, I gave you the formula and I think we have solved this sum. The formula is 4 by 3 under root of 4 by 3 under root of m into m minus m1, m minus m2, m minus m3. 4 by 3 under root of m into m minus m1, m minus m2, m minus m3. What is m1, m2, m3? Given as 9, 12, 15. Right, what is m? Half of m1 plus m2 plus m3, 9 plus 12 plus 15 by what? 36 by 2 is 18. 4/3 of 18 into 18 minus 9, 9. 18 minus 12, 6. 18 minus 15, it's 3. 18 and 18 comes out, it becomes 18. What is root of 9? How much it is? 72. Not only this, if A, B, C are three sides of a right angle triangle, what is the area? Three sides of a triangle, just simply under root of S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Okay. If it represents a right angle triangle, A square plus B square equal to C square, then I can say area is half AB. Therefore, area in both the cases are same. Okay. Now, here also if I look at under root of, if suppose M1 square plus M2 square is equals to M3 square, can I say M into M minus M1, M minus M2, M minus M3 becomes half M1, M2, but area is 4/3 of half of M1, M2. If it becomes a triplets, then area is what? 2/3 of M1, M2. So what is 2/3 of M1, M2 there? M1 is 9, M2 is 12. 3 ones are, 3 threes are. Therefore, it is how much? 72. So directly remember, if the medians satisfies Pythagoras rule, then what is the area? The area is 2/3 of M1, M2. If median satisfies the Pythagoras rule, then the area is 2/3 of M1, M2. If the incenter of an equilateral triangle lies inside the triangle and its radius is 3 centimeters, then the side of an equilateral triangle. If in radius is given, we know that A is equals to 2 root 3 small r. If circumradius is given, A is equals to root 3 capital R. Now small r is given as how much? It's 3. Therefore, A is equals to how much? 6 root 3. I've given these formulas directly. For in radius, it is A is equals to 2 root 3 small r. Okay. For circumradius, A is equals to what? Root 3 capital R. Okay. The ratio of the lengths of each equal side and the third side of an isosceles triangle is 3:4. So what are the two equal sides? Two equal sides are 3x and 3x. What is the third side? Third side is 4x. If the area of the triangle is 18 root 5, how do you find out the area of a triangle when three sides are given to you? When three sides are given to you, the semi-perimeter is equals to 10x by 2, which is 5x. Under root of 5x into 2x into again 2x to again x is equals to 18 root 5. X, x, x and x, therefore x square. 2 comes out, root 5 is equals to 18 root 5. Root 5 cancel. X square is equals to 9, x is equals to 3. So 4x is 12 units. Copy them. I'm using the formula under root of s into s minus a, s minus b, s minus c. From a point within an equilateral triangle, perpendiculars are drawn to three sides, which are 6 centimeters, 7 centimeters, 8 centimeters respectively. The length of side of a triangle is. You remember when perpendiculars are drawn from a point inside an equilateral triangle to three sides, we know that the height of an equilateral triangle is equals to sum of perpendiculars drawn. Right? What is height of an equilateral triangle? Root 3 by 2 into side. Side you can take it as a, which is h1 plus h2 plus h3. I think we solved this sum, but once again I'm doing it. So side is equals to what? 2 times of h1 plus h2 plus h3 by what? Root 3. Therefore, 2 times of what is the sum? 21 by root 3. It is 42 by root 3. Multiply and divide it by root 3 and root 3. 3 ones are, 3 14s are. So it is 14 root 3. The sides of a triangle are 50 centimeters, 78 centimeter, and 112 centimeter, the smallest altitude. See, the smallest altitude will always be drawn on the bigger side. The smallest altitude will be drawn on what? Bigger side. This is 112. This is 50. This one is 78. How do I do it? I equate half base into height to its area. What is the area of a triangle? This is 240. Okay, by 2 is 120. 120 minus 50 is 70, 42, 8. So this one is 56 into h is equals to, see here, how do I write it? 0, 0. So 10 into 10, 7, 7. 7 into 7. 1 6 is left. What is left here? 12. So 6 into 6. 2 left, 8. 16. So now find out the square root of all of them. 2 tens, 1 10 comes out. 2 sevens, 1 7 comes out. 2 sixes, 1 6 will comes out. Root of 16 is 4. 7 ones are 7 eights are 4 ones are 4 twos are. Therefore, height is equals to 60 by 2, 30. You can split it in whatever the way that you want. Doesn't matter. But you just factorize. Whenever you see a square number, take it out. Understood? It's your own way. You can do it for this. Okay. Next. Cost of cultivating a square field at a rate of 135 per hectare is 1215. Of 1215. So 135 for 1 hectare means. Obviously 1215 is 9 times of 135. Therefore, the area is 9 hectares. Square area is a square. 9 hectares means 90,000 meters square. Therefore, what is the side of a square? 300 meters. The cost of putting a fence around it at a rate of 75 per meter would be. Fence means cost is 75 paise, that is 3/4 of a rupee into perimeter. So what is the perimeter of a square there? Perimeter of a square is 4a, a is 300. So what is the cost? How many rupees? Cost is 900 rupees. Understood? The number of marble slabs of size 20 centimeter and 30 centimeter are required to pave the floor of a square room of side 3 meters is. See, if you want to pave a square room by using a marble slabs like this. So you divide the length of the room by length of slab, breadth of a room by breadth of slabs, so that you will get number of slabs along the length and number of slabs along breadth. Okay, so number of slabs is equals to length of room divided by length of marble or slab, breadth of room, breadth of slab. 300 centimeters, 300 centimeters divided by 20 divided by 30. Along the length 15, along the breadth 10. Put together how many slabs? 150. Why am I taking 300 and 300? Because it is in centimeters. So take 3 meters as 300 meters and 300 meters. Okay. So look at the slab. It is 20 centimeters in length. Therefore, how many slabs along the length will come? 20 into 15 is 300. So 15 along the length, 10 along the breadth. So overall, 10 into 15, you have 150 slabs. Suppose here 10 comes. Here 15 comes. How many slabs you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. So it will be multiplication. Number of boxes overall. So you count here, it is 10, it is 15. Therefore, 10 into 15, you say it is 150 slabs. So simply divide the length of room by length of slab, divide the breadth of room by breadth of slab. Or else simply area of the room by area of the slab also works. Same thing. The area of a rectangle is 3 times that of a square. And the length of a rectangle is 40 and its breadth is 3 by 2 times of the side of a square. He clearly gives you that the length, the area of rectangle is 3 times the area of square. Length of rectangle is 40, breadth of rectangle is 3 by 2 times of side of a square. 3a square. 3 cancel, a cancel. Therefore, what is side of a square? Side of a square is 20 centimeters. You understand? Length into breadth is equals to 3 times of a square, as I said. Then after length is 40, breadth is 3 by 2 times of side of a square. 3 cancel, a also cancel. Now what is left right hand side? Just a. Left hand side 40 by 2, which is 20. So what is the side of a square? Side of a square is 20. That's what he's asking there. A man walked diagonally across a square lot. Approximately what was the percent saved by not walking along the edges? I'll take a square. I'll also take the diagonal of the square. If the side length is a, anyone tell me what is the diagonal of a square? It is root 2 a, right? If you walk along the edges from a to b, if you walk along the edges, it will be what? 2a. Along the diagonal, root 2a. Put a is equals to 50. To make it simple, that's all. 100, 50 into 1.4, that is 70. So if you walk along the edges, you may travel 100. Okay, when you walk along the diagonal, you're traveling 70. So what percent saved? Percentage saved is equals to 30% you saved. If it is in meters, it is meters, centimeters, centimeters, kilometers, kilometers, right? A typist uses a sheet measuring 20 centimeters by 30 centimeters lengthwise. If a margin of 2 centimeter is left on each side and 3 centimeter margin on top and bottom, then percentage of the page used for typing is, I'll take the length and breadth. This is the entire page, but you are only using this much. So the shaded part you are using. This one is 20. This one is 30, right? How much margin you are leaving left and right? It is 2. So you are leaving 2 here and 2 here. Can you tell me how much here? 16, because 20 minus 4 is gone. Top and bottom, how much you are leaving? How much is this? 24. Because 336 is gone. How much is left? 24 is left. So then percentage of the page used for typing. What is the percentage used? Used is shaded area. What is the shaded area? 16 into 24 used out of 20 into 30 is what percent? Into 100. 600 now. 6 ones are 6 fours. 16 fours are. So 64% of the page is used. So how much page is not used? 36% of the page is not used. If a parallelogram with area P and rectangle with area R and the triangle with area T all are constructed on the same base and all have the same altitude. If all of them constructed on the same base and having the same height, obviously parallelogram is equals to rectangle is equals to 2 times the triangle. If triangle area is 1, then rectangle area is 2, then triangle, okay, parallelogram area is also what? Parallelogram area is also 2. Understood? Which of the following statement is false? Parallelogram is equals to rectangle, correct? Parallelogram plus triangle is 2 times the rectangle. 2 plus 1 is not 4. Incorrect. Parallelogram is equals to 2 times the rectangle, sorry, 2 times the triangle. triangle is equals to half of rectangle. That's correct. So triangle is not only half of rectangle, it is also half of parallelogram. Understood? If the triangle area is 1, rectangle and parallelogram area is 2 and 2. When all of them have the same base and same height. Area is what? Triangle area is half into base into height. Whereas rectangle and parallelogram base into height. That is the reason triangle is having half. Half of rectangle and parallelogram. Whereas parallelogram and rectangle both have the same areas because their bases and heights are same. One diagonal of the parallelogram is 70 and the perpendicular distance from the diagonals on the either outlying of the vertices is 27. The area of the parallelogram is, you draw the parallelogram. Distance from outlying vertices. What is the diagonal? Diagonal is 70. Distance from outlying vertices is 27. 27. There are two triangles. Therefore, area of parallelogram 2 times of area of triangle. What is area of triangle? Half into 27 into 70. 2 cancel. 27 into 70 gives you 1890. Base into height into half base into height. So here also half base into height. Here also half base into height. So simply base into height becomes the area. The parallelogram has sides 30, 14, and one of its diagonals is 40 meters long. Then its area. Same thing. This one is 30. This one is 14. This one is 40. Area of parallelogram is equals to 2 times the area of triangle. What is the area of a triangle when 3 sides are given? 2 into under root of, because 2 is there. Okay. S is, it is 84 by 2. 84 by 2 is, you can say 42. 42 minus 14 is 28. 42 minus 30 is 12. 42 minus 40 is 2. Is that clear? 14 3s are 14 2s are 6 2s are 12. So I'll write 14 into 3, 14 into 2. So it is 6 left. 6 into 2 is 12 into 12. I can completely write it like this. Okay. Therefore, what is the area? This is 14. It's 12. Finally, you got 14 into 24. You can do it, or else you can do 28 into 12. Doesn't matter anyway. So how much it is? 336 centimeters. Sorry, meters square. One of the diagonal of a rhombus is double the other diagonal. Its area is 25 square centimeter. The sum of diagonals. One diagonal is x. The other diagonal is 2x. Sum is 3x. This is diagonal 1, diagonal 2. Area of a rhombus is half into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. That's half into x into 2x is equals to 25. X square equal to 25 means what is x? X is 5. What is the sum? Sum is 15 centimeters. Is that clear? Okay. The length of one diagonal of a rhombus is 80% of the other diagonal. One diagonal means D1 is equals to 80% of D2. 80% means 80 by 100, which is 4 by 5 of D2. The area of a rhombus is how many times the square of length of the other diagonal? I can say area is equals to what? For a rhombus, area is half into D1 into D2. What is D1? 4/5 of D2. So D2 square you will get. So area is equals to 2 by 5 times of square of the length of other diagonal. So how many times the square of other diagonal it is? 2 by 5 times of square of other diagonal. The area of a field in a shape of a trapezium measures 1440 meters square. The perpendicular distance between the parallel sides is 24. Perpendicular distance between parallel sides means height of trapezium. The ratio of parallel sides 5x and 3x. Then the longer parallel side. Area of trapezium is the most important thing in trapezium. It is half into height into sum of parallel sides is equals to the area of trapezium. 12 are 12 ones are 12 12s are 15 8 to 120. Therefore, x is equals to how much? 15 meters. Therefore, longer side 5x 75 meters. What is the longer side? 75 meters. A wire is bent in the form of a square, encloses an area of 484. What will be the enclosed area when the same wire is bent into a form of a circle? When you are using the same wire, okay, it's trying to say that the perimeter of square is equals to what? Perimeter of circle, because you are using the same wire for both of them. What is it? So is it not the outline which is same? Yes or no? So the outline means what? Perimeter. What is the perimeter of a square? 4a. What is the perimeter of a circle? 2 pi r. The moment you see 484, what is the side? A square is 484 means A is 22. So 4 into 22. 2 into 22 by 7 into r. R is equals to 14. R is equals to 14. Area is equals to 616. What is area? When R is equals to 7, area is 154. When R is equals to 14, area of a circle is 616 centimeters square. Now see, when the perimeters are same, what is the area of a square there? 484. What is the area of a circle there? 616. Which figure occupies the maximum area? Which figure occupies the maximum area? Circle occupies the maximum area. So remember, for a given perimeter, area of triangle is less than area of quadrilateral, or take it as a square. Area of pentagon and so on. Which figure occupies the maximum area? Circle occupies the maximum area for a given perimeter. Which means if I give you a rope or a wire or a thread and I'll ask you, okay, to form a figure which occupies the maximum area. So which figure you choose? You choose circle. Circle occupies the maximum area for a given length of perimeter. Suppose for a given area, means area is constant. When area is constant, which figure occupies the maximum perimeter? Perimeter of triangle is always greater than perimeter of square and so on. Finally, perimeter of circle. When equal perimeters are there, circle occupies the maximum area. When equal areas are there, triangle have the maximum perimeter and circle will have the minimum perimeter. So remember, for circle, maximum area, minimum perimeter. Triangle, minimum area, maximum perimeter. Okay. The number of revolution of wheel of diameter 40 centimeters makes in traveling a distance of 176 meters. One revolution is nothing but perimeter. Perimeter is 2 pi r or pi d, you can say. Okay. If diameter is 40, then 40 pi means 40 into 22 by 7 for one revolution. You have 17600 centimeters. How many revolutions? Simply the number of revolution is 17600 divided by 40 into 22. 7 comes up. 22 ones are 22. 8s are. Right? 41s are 40. 20s are. Therefore, how many revolutions? 140 revolutions. You can cancel it in your own way. But all you need to know is what? Pi d for one revolution. So 176 meters. Here it is given in centimeters. So 17,600 centimeter divided by one revolution. You'll get the overall number of revolutions. A circular path has a path of uniform width around it. The difference between the outer and inner circumferences of a circular path is 132. Outer circumference is capital R, inner circumference is small r. Difference is 132. Its width. Width is capital R minus small r. You common 2 pi. 44 threes are 132. Therefore, width is equals to 7 threes are 21. So width is how many meters? 21 meters. This is how a circular path is. This is small r. This is capital R. The width here is capital R minus small r. Copy that. The area of a circle inscribed in an equilateral triangle is 154. In radius is how much? 7. Because the moment you see 154, we know that the radius is 7. Find the perimeter of the triangle. We know side of a triangle is 2 root 3 r. Perimeter is okay. We'll continue tomorrow.